What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Endless, here to bring you our draft analysis for BPL, the best Pokemon League Season 13 in the Sardonyx division. So it is a brand new league on the channel, but if you've known me for a long time, you know this is very much not a brand new league. BPL is actually the league I run. I've been running it since 2022. It was founded back in 2018. I was one of the 7 founding members. Shout out to Love, who came up with the original name and also was the original commissioner. He handed it over to me in 2022. And BPL is my passion project. I love it. I love all the people in it. I love running it. It's one of my proudest achievements in draft. And I'm very excited to share it all with you. So as you see here, we're on the 13th season. Makes sense. We've been around almost 7 years. And even though we're Wi-Fi, this is the Wi-Fi division, we still have the Mega DNC logo because every season we get a new logo, and this was this season's. So that's a big thing. It might not be completely brand new to you if you have been checking out some of my live streams. All over my live, I streamed the power rankings of all 7 divisions of BPL. Our 7 Showdown divisions. We have Amethyst, one of our top divisions. Topaz, our top division. Obsidian, one of our male divisions. Our other male division, Wazuli. Our one of our mountain divisions, Garnet, the other one, Tourmaline, and our brand new Wi-Fi division this season, Sardonyx. They're all named after gemstones because Mega DNC won the logo contest last season, so that's why they're all that. This is something I love, and now that I'm mostly playing Wi-Fi very little show, I decided I was fine with going to add a Wi-Fi division to BPL. We've been considering it for the last couple seasons, but we finally pulled the trigger. I'm so happy we did. I'm super excited for this. So obviously this is my draft analysis, so I'll go into that for a second. But first off, for big rules, the main rule here is that we ban TERA for this season for all 7 divisions. For those who know me, you know I am not the biggest fan of TERA, even though I'm not as much of a hater as I used to be. I still feel it's really interesting to try the meta without it, especially in Nat decks, which is all the air divisions. Of course, we're P decks because it's Wi-Fi. So that should be interesting. We have some really, really strong players in what is it called? I should not have shown that. Is there some? I'll just go data. There we go. We have some really strong players in the division this season, as well as some players who have never played Wi-Fi before. I'm very excited to have them try it out. People like DJS, who's beaten me many times off camp. I haven't recorded before I started recording. Teresa, who won EEC, beating me in quarters. Dashing, who made EEC finals. Zane, who's a very solid player. Gravy, everyone knows that. And some other people who are new to BPL and some people who are old to BPL have been here a long time. So, very excited. We've got a great roster. A large portion of them will be uploading. So, I'll actually have a link in the description to everyone who is uploading both the Wi-Fi divisions. And I know we have a couple people uploading Showdown as well. Before I do get into my draft, I do want to mention we will have a ton of content for BPL this season. There's going to be obviously my Wi-Fi games, which I'm very excited for. I've already played week 1. It's a great game, so I'm excited to show it to y'all. But we'll also have weekly recaps, game of the week, heat of the week, probably a few other things sprinkled in there. I'm going to do watch-through streams for everyone who's uploading. So if you want to keep up on all things BPL, stick around the channel and also join the Discord, which I will have a link to in the description. We'd love to have you. That said, let's actually get into what you're here for, and that is my draft analysis. So I had 115 points for this, and for 9 to 11 months. Pretty standard, a little bit higher of a point cap than some Wi-Fi leagues. We always keep at 115, like we've considered lowering it, but we didn't this time. And with that, let's get into my first pick. So my first pick is Gouging Fire. I've been wanting to try this thing for a long time, and I've never really got an opportunity to until now. I believe I was pick 9, and I was just like, I want to try this thing. I'm tired of not being able to use it. I'm just going to grab it. Even though it probably wasn't the best thing on the board, I picked 9. I don't care. I just want to try it. So this thing's obviously pretty good. It cost a hefty chunk of points, 18. Nothing too crazy with this mon. It's a bulky attacker. Can run Dragon Dance, can provide some support during Bulwark, can run Band, other sets. It's pretty versatile despite its limited move pool, and it is definitely worth the 18 points I spent on it. I also think in a non-Terra Mega game is a bit better because there's just going to be naturally less fire and dragon resist running around because there aren't things tearing into water or fairy all the time. Yeah, so I'm very excited to use this thing. I think I support it pretty well with the rest of the team, as you'll see. So it I didn't nickname all the Pokemon after Dragon Rulers this season, which was a formerly top tier Yu-Gi-Oh deck. I figured with the most famous one being the Fire Dragon, it fit with Gouging Fires, run with the theme. So that's Blaster the Gouging Fire. Next up, we have the Endless Gadget staple. I think you've seen me draft this twice on the channel so far. And if you know me, you know I'm addicted to Deoxys Speed. Actually, I think it's only been once on channel so far, but like 6 or 7 times on Wi-Fi, let alone on Showdown. I'm addicted to this thing. I've cooked so much with it. I've run Psychic Terrain that are expanding 4 sets to beat priority. I've run Trick Room Teleport to support things. I've run anything you can really think of. I have probably run Deoxys Speed. Like, I probably used a good 50%, if not 60% of the moves in this, like, useful move section. And a few of the usually useless moves as well. It's so insanely fast at 180. I mean, it has to be an entire meta game outside of Lucky, but I don't respect the Lucky as a Pokemon, so I don't really care. Yeah, I'm going to eat my words later when I lose to the person who drafted it, but that's okay. But yeah, it's a great Breaker with Psycho Boost, great Queener with Nasty Plot, or just like Life Orb. Gets hazards up for Gouging Fire to break for the team. It's just amazing. Even has priority speed if the matchup really calls for it. And I have run that before, like it comes up. Yeah, I just love Dio. I think Fast Taunt's also very useful. Just to be able to shut down any shenanigans people try and do. And yeah, it's pretty constant weed, but of course, I think with this team I have enough good weeds, I don't have to weed it that often. It will sometimes be we'll see how it goes. But yeah, this is my absolute favorite Pokemon to use in Scarlet Violet Paldea decks. And I'm super pumped to have it for my own league. Next up, we have my favorite Ogerpon Corn. This is Chasma, by the way. Just love the new Dragon Rulers. I think it's the. I don't remember what the new ones are. This is your Darker Light. The new ones just came out. Anyway, this is Ogerpon Cornerstone. My personal favorite Ogerpon. I find it really good for its price. Gives me a speed between Dio and Gouging, which is obviously huge. It gives me a really good breaker. Like, things do not switch into this well outside Steel types. If as you turn to Gouging Fire on the Steel type, I'm in really good shape. This thing also, it's a good set of spikes. Trailblaze lets it, get speed boost and, take advantage of that. It has an Encore, which is, in my opinion, you'll hear me say this throughout a lot of the power ranking videos. I think it's the most broken move in the game this gen. I think it's so vital to have on every draft. And honestly, the fact that I don't have it on a couple of my drafts in our leagues right now was something I'm not super happy with. Like LTM, I have no Encore in that draft. It's definitely shown in some matchups to be difficult without it. So having that with Ogerpon's great. Gives me more knockoff support, which is nice. Get rid of boots. Gets me another spiker, so Dio isn't forced into that role. Just a pretty good mod overall. I was considering Ogerpon Wellspring for a slot because I haven't used it very often, but upon further thought, I ended up going with Ogerpon Cornerstone. I was also considering grabbing Lando T here. I probably should have grabbed that. And as we'll see throughout the draft, I made a couple mistakes that led to me getting sniped incessantly, which is unfortunate, but that's how it goes sometimes. I definitely did not draft fully optimally for this with my picks, so that's okay. Everyone makes mistakes, but we're going to do our best this season regardless. With that, we have probably one of my favorite utility Pokemon that I've spammed a lot, which is Tentacruel. It's Redox species, the Boulder Dragon, obviously. Title, the Waterfall, makes sense. Anyway, it's a great spinner. Keeps off hazards for gouging and for Ogerpon Sturdy. You see me using LTM. I brought it a lot. I've also brought offensive quite a bit there, although I don't think offensive is that good in standard. I really don't. Like, it's in low tier, you can get away with like Life Orb sets or like Swords Dance like I tried to in week 1, but here it's mainly going to be yours defensive piece, Rapid Spin, Flip Turn, Knockoff, check some stuff, Haze, Miracle, etc. It's, it's not flashy, but Tentacruel is very, very good. It has to be Toxic Spikes, which Gouging Fire can abuse with like stuff like Burning Bulwark sets and just wearing down checks. Yeah, it's a Tentacruel. It's pretty basic. Like, it doesn't do much special. But I did grab it around 4 because I knew if I didn't grab it, there were going to be like no freaking spinners left after that fit my team. And with my top brain including Gouging Fire in Ogerpon Cornerstone, I knew I needed a spinner ASAP. I was going to grab a Metagross here because I really want to steal, but Metagross, Tinkaton, and Klefki all went 3 in a row, which was aggravating to say the least. So I said screw it and grabbed my spinner because I didn't really like the steals on the board at the time after those 3 went. Those were the 3 picks right before me too, so just salt in the wound. That's life. Let's move on to our 5th Pokemon. So I saw this on board round 5, and I was like, it's still here. I need a ground type. I would like a Ghost switch in. This thing seems pretty damn good. I've used this a couple times. I haven't used it on Wifi yet. I've only used it on Showdown, so it's going to be cool seeing the Blood Moon animation. But Yeah, I mainly wanted this for just a raw special breaker, opening up my air mouse to Queen. Clicking Blood Moon's great. Obviously, Earth Power's great coverage. Vacuum Wave's nice priority. It does other things, has like Roar and stuff, which can come up. Has counter, a few things that come up. And Calm Eye, of course, the big one. Yeah, I really think Earthstone's going to do well without TERA in the format, because you can't really terrestrialize around it very well. There's also for some prep, probably for some chill on berries and stuff, which don't well be holding it otherwise. It's Earthstone again. This is our pretty basic Pokemon. It does a few things, but it does them really well. So I'm pretty happy with having this here. I just saw Iron 5, I'm like, the ground types are going. I can't let this fall any further. I need this thing. I need my ground types. My team was get a Woolweek to Electrics outside Ogerpon. So yeah, that's why Blood Moon's here. On to our 6th pick, which is a disaster. I couldn't think of a good Dragon Roar for Ursulune. It's just the big bad, so works. Lightning the Rotom, name's fitting. Rotom is here as a spin blocker primarily. It also has a ground check and a fighting check, because my team was really weak to those types, and being able to block spin and keep up my spikes is really important to wear things down. Also, just spraying stats with Will's Thunder Wave. Crippling Pixel Trick. A big reason I got this actually is screens, because stuff like Gouging Fire, Ogremon Corestone, Ursula Bubble, and even like Nasty Plot Deoxys, or even just Life Orb Deoxys, all really appreciate the screen support. It's very good this gen. Like on Showdown, people are talking about banning Light Clay. It's that good. So, Roam provides a lot of great support for my offense. Yeah, it doesn't do much else here. I mean, it's a flying resist, but my rock type doesn't resist flying, which helps. Can't like Nasty Plot. It's probably here as a support beast, but in the right matchup, it can definitely work offensively. So I'm a pretty big fan of the Rotom here. Next up is a Pokemon I hate. If you know me, you know I hate drafting this piece of crap as my fairy. We have Tempest the Enamorous here. I think Enamorous Fairy is kind of bad. Its move pool is so shallow. It's like you're almost always running like 3 attacks Healing Wish every week. And while that's fine, my team appreciates that. It's mainly because I just need a fairy. I need a dragon check. I need a second ground check. I need like a dark switch in was the big one. And while I don't think this thing's very good, like it'll come to some games and it'll click a button, do like 70% to something, Healing Wish up, and not much else I can ask for. It can like do like taunt or Calm Mind stuff. It's okay at that. Like Calm Mind defense is a real set if my opponent doesn't have taunt or encore, which I will say with a few of the teams in this league they don't. So maybe I can take advantage of that. But yeah, it's Enamorous Fairy is unfortunately a very basic Pokemon. I really don't like how inflexible it is, how rigid its moveset is, but it's here. It does what I need on the team, and that's that. Next up, we have Reactin the Cobalion. You saw me use this in EDC. Hopefully the movie will come out eventually if I ever get around to making it, but Cobalion gives me more speed, gives me a Steel type, which I did not have yet. Even though it deserves just Fairy and Flying, I have okay checks to those types instead of Psychic. But it's easier for speed, easier for rocks. It's a decent breaker with like its strong stab moves, like 120 base power. It gets really momentum Volt Switch. It's another great lead, which is definitely something I wanted on this team. Just like so, again, Dio just is enforced its that role. Yeah, it's come out again. A lot of my Pokemon just don't have the most versatile moves. That's just how it ended up. But it's pretty reliable in what it does. And there's not too much up to it. It's Cobalion. It's solid. It will always be solid. It's nothing amazing. It's there. Now, my next pick was because I realized my team outside Deoxys was slow as shit. Like, my next fastest Mon was Ogerpon at 110, which can't even hold a Scarf. So I knew I wanted speed here. And Rabombi was the last, like, viable speed Mon on the board. Also gives me Webs, which helps. Guessing Quiver and stuff, but it's probably mainly going to be to revenge things like Scarf or Spec sets. It can paralyze things with Stun Spore, Trick or Switcheroo, whichever I think is funnier that week. Grab him onto a U-turn. It's solid. It hits good. It's pretty good damage. Like, 95 special attack isn't the best, but Moonblast is so freaking spammable, it doesn't matter. Quiver Dance sets, could be solid. I mean, I didn't really draft this for web, so enough. It's a nice option, but it's really here for the speed stat and just to be able to revenge stuff. It's obviously it's not a premier choice for that role, but for only 7 points, I thought it was fine. And for my final pick, we have Eclipse the Zarude. I'll be honest, I hate Terra Zarude. I feel like it's really bad, but a lot of dark types got sniped leading into like the Enamorous and the Cobalion picks. And it got to where I was like, well, I really need a dark type. I was praying a specific one didn't get sniped. Unfortunately, King Gambit did get sniped. So I kind of just need to resort to the last viable Dark type available, which is Zarude. Obviously with Terra, this thing's insanely broken, but I don't think it's amazing about Terra. Especially since my team doesn't really punish U-turn that well. Like, outside, like, I guess, Helmet Rotom, Helmet Enam, but Helmet Cobalion, but don't punish U-turn that well. This thing, you know, it can check Psychics and check Ghosts. That's what it's here for. Mainly the Psychics have Ursula for Ghosts. You know, it's fine. It can run Scarf for a good revenge core. It can still run setup sets in certain matchups if it comes up, although it's a lot harder to get the setup off with this really bad typing. Gives me another fast Encore Mon, which is useful. Stab Knockoff is really nice too. So, yeah, it's here because I really didn't want to just, if I go up against Fat Psychic, I want something that can, like, taunt it or Encore it and, like, beat it down. And if I run into, like, second trade, I think someone did draft Indeedee, so this will be helpful in that matchup. So, yeah, that's the route. It kind of sucks, but it's here. So, yeah, here's the full team. We have the Gouging Fire, Deoxys Speed, Ogremon Cornerstone, Tentacruel, Ursula Blood Moon, Rotom, Amherst Varian, Cobalion, Rabambi, and Zarude. And as a reminder from what I said earlier, no Terra Captains because this is no Terra whatsoever. So, you have to rely on your raw typings. You don't get to choose those opportunities for setup or for breaking. It'll definitely be an interesting format, and I'm excited for it. I would like to, shout out the people who I do know will be uploading. I know DJS will be uploading, although I think he asked me to commentate his videos, so I'm fine with. I know Teresa will be uploading, Dashing will be uploading, Will is uploading. Who else? I believe Acorn say he might. Horizons, it probably is. Gravy and Matt. So all of them, and also shout out to Pyro, who is uploading Showdown. So I will have all of their links in the description, as well as a Discord server, which is a place I'm very proud of. It's a great community. We've really built it up over the years to be very welcoming, very accepting. So I hope some of y'all will join it and have a blast. So that we will see if for the first time in 13 seasons I can actually win a championship in my own league. I have not. I'm the only one of the big four admins in the server who has not. I'm the only active one of the 7 founding members who doesn't have one. So I really want to finally get one. I've been trying for obviously years. I played every BPL season but 2, and I think 8 I took off. So I've definitely given, and I very rarely make finals. I usually fall in semis if I make it that far, but hopefully I can do better this season in our brand new Wi-Fi division. With that said, thank you so much for watching and checking out this video. I'm really excited to bring you all this BPL content. It's my passion project. It's my biggest achievement in draft, and I hope you look forward to everything that's coming. Have a great morning, afternoon, evening, or night, everyone. This is Endless signing out. Peace.